Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on QNT. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, QNT has been overall bearish for a while. However, it's approaching a very strong rejection area. We've got a demand area here as we had an aggressive movement upward from it, and it's also the round number 100, which is a very strong psychological level. That's why we are looking for buy setups in the first place, knowing that QNT can still dive inside this demand before trading higher. So we always zoom into lower time frames for extra confirmation. And here's the view from daily time frame showing that we are overall bearish, especially starting from here after QNT broke below these lows and price started to make lower highs and lower lows, right? So we've got our first impulse correction. We can see that the impulse movements are getting flat and smaller in size. So this one was, sorry about that. So this one was very steep, then going flat but still big. And this one is going even more flat and smaller in size. And look at this one, how small it is, and resulting in a higher low, which means that the sellers are exhausted. However, it doesn't mean that the buyers are in full control yet. For the buyers to take over, we still need to see a break above this area. As per my last picture and video analysis, I posted many analysis for this one. So we got a demand zone waiting for the bulls to take over, and this area is also a minor support and resistance, was acting as support previously, broken downward, now acting as a resistance area. So long story short, we are still waiting for a momentum candle close above this area to confirm that the bulls are finally taking over. In this case, we can expect a shift in momentum from bearish to bullish. So now we are bearish, making low lows and lower highs. We had our higher low, which is an early alert, waiting for this break, and then we expect that this would be our first impulse, and then would be in a bullish trend. Of course, meanwhile, until this happens, Quant can still trade lower and lower to maybe form a double bottom or dive inside this area before breaking this zone upward. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Kucoin. Kucoin is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world with over 600 billion traded volume on the platform and 8 million registered users from more than 200 different countries. Moreover, Kucoin has been rated the best crypto exchange by Forbes Advisor, and according to Coinmarketcap, Kucoin is a top 3 in terms of overall performance. Kucoin offers a wide range of services and features. Of course, you first got spot trading and margin trading, but with more than 540 listed coins and 960 trading pairs. You also got trading bot, staking, mining pool, and many more. And I'll make sure to make a detailed video about each and every feature. For now, if you don't have an account yet, I'll make sure to include the links in the description below, and let's continue. As we clearly see, AXS has been overall bearish for a while, making lower highs and lower lows. However, it's currently approaching a very strong rejection area. We've got our demand zone here as we had an aggressive movement upward from it. It's a rally, base, and then a rally again. And it's also a very strong ground number 50, which is a very strong psychological level. That's why we are looking for bust stops in the first place. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that this zone is a very strong zone, was acting as support previously, broken downward, now acting as a resistance. We can see it even better if we zoom in to daily time frame, right? So support, resistance, and so on. But I've been posting about this one for a long period of time, like while price was around here. We were overall bullish previously, then price broke below these lows in the shape of a head and shoulders pattern. So here's our first impulse, correction, and so on. So the sellers were clearly in control. However, starting from here, price got stuck inside the consolidation between these two orange trend lines after breaking above this red channel. So now we are like close to have a shift in momentum because we were bearish, then now we are inside this consolidation. So waiting for the bulls to take over for the markup phase to start or for the bullish trend to start. And as per my last picture analysis, we know that AXS broke above this minor high inside this, or like broke this range. However, with the bulls took over from a medium-term perspective. However, for the bulls to take over from a long-term perspective, we still need to see, as you can see here, a break above this area because we saw it from weekly and we can see it here from daily. It's a minor support and resistance. We want the buyers to prove to us that they are strong enough to break above it for them to take over. which would also be a break above this entire range. So, long story short, while the bulls are starting to get full control by breaking above this area, but for them to take full control from a long-term perspective, we need to see a break above this one. Meanwhile, we can still trade a little bit lower to test the 50 one more time. In this case, we would have an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder would be around here. That's it for me. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.